we are watching more and more money coming into the market. This is the golden area to make the most out of the current market cycle. If you are here in the market and you're watching this, you should look at this and say, okay, this is where I should go aggressive. At least if you haven't done that in the accumulation zone, then this is the area where you should think about it. Because if not, you're missing. Remember, when the price was coming back down to this range, there were still people in the market arguing it's about to break back down and drop back down. Those guys, they kind of, treated you all really badly. Because for us, it's always been the case. We were breaking it down to give you guys the best result. The SI family is the most well-educated group in the crypto market. Each and every time you get what's happening in the market. Look at this. The breakout, the retest, and the bounce was expected there. Why? We had our own reasons. We were going through all the different type of analysis. And right now you come back into the market and you see, yeah, that did play out. What's next, right? That's a big question. Yeah, looking at the total tree, which is the altcoin market excluding Ether. Why? Recently, I argued to you guys, say, watch these. I personally think different ecosystems are about to pop, especially DOT and AVAX. And right now we are watching some of these coins are, going nuts. Daily 130, 150% up. And it's when the prices go up, it feels like that, the FOMO. But when the prices remain here at the bottom, no one really cares. But the SI family does care. We were in there before. We showed you guys this is the breakout, this is the bull flag. Watch this happening. So right now you have multiple assets in the market doing just this, popping through the roof. So you should be taking benefit of this. If not in the SI family, at least in the crypto market. This may not last for a long time. Now the question primarily is okay, why the hell is not XRP moving? You are watching Cardano and other large cap altcoins moving. Yes, there is a reason behind it. You're still inside this, you haven't got a breakout. But you're above the accumulation zone. That's a huge thing. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where the normal retail guys get to learn how to secure all these profits and then become the top 10% of this world. We've been consistent. Going back, looking at what we were discussing, we've been consistent. Look at the market here. When the market was kind of, still at the bottom, still slow, we were on it. We were saying this. I mean, in some of the charts, I remember, putting this statement out there, maybe I'm wrong, but look at this. This is the bluff area where the whales want you out. But if history repeats, you'll go up, you'll see a breakout, and you go higher, right? I told you guys, don't panic. Now, that location was not easy for a lot of people because they were thinking about the price going down because you had big YouTubers and other crypto Twitter guys giving you the narrative of price going down. That was not a comfortable region. Now everyone and their brother would slowly tilt bullish. But the question is, how high did the market already go? Some of these assets have been running crazy. This one is already up 500%. That's a big run if you look from the bottom. It did a huge move. Now, even if you take large cap assets like Solana, it kind of did 100% move in this short term. And if you take it from the bottom, it's already up 10x. That's a big deal. Now you're watching some of these small caps bursting through. People are starting to take profit. As a YouTuber, as a host, I get to see what people are doing. They discuss with me and I'm like, okay, this is happening in the market. People are making big money on one side and they are now moving it in to medium to large cap assets. Because the risk is heavy. If you put 10K on a small cap and it's bursting through, you made 100K or 500K. Now you don't want to take the same amount of risk. That makes a lot of sense. So you move into a stable asset with a lot more volume. So medium to large cap is what you're looking for. And that is starting to happen right now. That's a huge signal if you are in the market. As you move around in the first season, you're watching that there is something happening. Remember, in last couple of videos, we told you guys huge moves are happening. Not for XRP. It's a little bit delayed. It's going to happen most likely mid to late Jan. I've been telling this from November, right? Not a lot of you guys actually were happy about it. Even I'm not happy about it, but that's what the market is showing. It's not about me, it's not about you, it's about the market. If the market is showing you opportunities on this side, you take advantage of that. That's what we've been doing, right? Whenever you see me doing this, I'm doing that for a reason. A lot of people are entering the market trying to make profit. So if you go uneducated, the whales are gonna wipe you off. With the SI family, you get the advantage. You get the calls before. You get to see my trades. We've been closing consistent profits. Even today, earlier today, we were going through some of that. So when you go through the market, you'll see a lot of different things. But what I would like to tell you is that the market is now in the bullish phase. And if you are recognizing these, that's something to keep your eyes focused on, because Bitcoin on a weekly, now we are not yet there for the weekly close, but in the next 24 hours, you are about to see that. And that's again a big deal. If it's me, I would actually say, if we are getting an engulfing candle here, that's a continuation pattern, which would mean next few weeks, you are looking for another bullish move. Now, take that on a monthly. Jan, Feb is going to be really hot. The price is about to run crazy. Now, where would you look for an overheated market in Bitcoin? We have seen consistent big movements like this, where the price starts from 17,000, goes all the way up to 29. That's a $12,000 move. It's a big move. It's a good move. But is that a blow off? I wouldn't say so. If it's me, I would argue that look at these moves, where the market is moving from 31,000 all the way up to 58,000. That's an overheated move. On a monthly chart, if you're seeing that, imagine what would it look like on a weekly chart. Boom, you're running up all the way from here. Now, in between, you have the volatility. Sure, but when that happens, you understand the whales are moving out. And if they are, you see that. And if you don't, that's why the SI family is here for. You get to see those, right? When there is an alert, you get to see what I'm doing. It's not what I'm giving you guys. It's about what I'm doing with my money. If I'm putting a trade, that's what I think is the best trade. Maybe there are others, but for me, that is the best. So that's why I'm going in. That's why you see that in the alerts. Now, when you look at the Bitcoin market and say, okay, Bitcoin is doing something, then you look at the Ether and say okay, whoa, that's as bullish as it gets. On a monthly, the RSI is showing you're entering this phase, and that's wave 2. So your time conceived for the total move should be lower and the upside should be bigger. Now that's a big statement here. Now, even if you are the super conservative guy saying, okay, this is going to be the wave 3. Now, put that argument. This is the wave 1. This is wave 2. This is wave 3. Still, you're going to see the price going way, way higher than where it is. Maybe 5x, maybe 8x from where we are now. Those are big numbers. If you're putting that asset where it started all the way from 0.76, those are big, big numbers. So you'll see profits being rolled over. You will see altcoin market as a whole popping through. Remember, when we were here and highlighting the fact that, okay, if you are interested in making money, don't just ask me which asset and where to buy. That's not how you do that. And yeah, in the SI family, you get all these alerts and you see which asset I buy and at what price I put my orders on. You get to see that, and you get to see when I'm taking profits for sure. That's spoon feeding. I know that. But if you're not learning why I execute those trades, what will you do after making this amount of money? You're just about to spend all of it. So Understand what the market is showing you. Understand what historically happens when you get to see all of these. Because if the MACD is showing you this, plus the RSI is showing you this, plus the price action is showing you this, the pattern, the trend, the time series, equal sign will always result in almost similar results. Now that means you have a long way to the upside. We discussed about this. Remember, guys, not a lot of people told you this is what's going to happen. A lot of people were arguing the fact that we are about to go back down in Bitcoin. There are still some who haven't flipped to the bullish side. So the moment you see them flipping to the bullish side, think like we are getting close to the top. Think about taking big amount of profits out. Now, if you come back to XRP, that's where the argument lies. We're now watching that popping. We are watching, Cardano doing a great move up. We are watching Bitcoin doing something great. But why not XRP, right? That's something, everyone is irritated on, frustrated on. Why? The amount of attention this asset has and the amount it is disrupting, considering the target market, it's super big. So the resistance should be big. Now, if you actually look at the price action, not on a short-term chart, at least on a weekly to monthly, then you don't actually have a divergence, a negative divergence yet, which means you haven't actually seen whales moving out. Yeah, retailers are frustrated. They are jumping off the ship for sure. That's happening because you are seeing a lot of monkey jumping while the other asset moves up. If your emotions are not under control, you're going to jump off. Imagine there is a pop, a 10x happening in this asset. You got a 3x or a 5x in another asset, but this bursts 10x. What are you going to do? You miss the boat, right? So after being in the market for like 8 years, I've learned my lessons. Not in the easy way, was in the hard way. So that's one of the reasons why I'm taking all those experience and putting it here for 880 plus members. Back in the day, 3-4 months back, when I was talking about the bullish divergence and saying, okay, yes, we're going to go up, but we'll first drop to the downside and then go up. People were like, no, that drop is going to go down. But the SI family was different. They knew that. So the fake move came in, then it started going up. Now we are 200 billion about this. That is not a small number in a market like this. Yes, when you see assets hitting all-time highs, you will see a lot of new people jumping on board to catch the top. Fine, but you guys who have been the most educated people in the crypto, bought in close to the bottom, or at least during the breakout of the accumulation. And that's what it all matters. See, you go look at different assets, it's completely fine. You can look through all of them. You want to make the most educated choice. So now you don't have a divergence yet on a weekly. If you do form one, great. But during that move, how much does the market go up? Last time, it did 130%. Okay, if that's the case, from here, you are putting the argument from that bottom, 130%. Where would it be? The price is going to reach somewhere close like 95,000. 95 is not a bad number. Bitcoin started from 16,000 and it going to 95 is not a small deal. But what's the issue there? You need to think about this. What's the issue there? If you are thinking about a new bull market, you're not talking about $95,000 to $100,000. You are not. Because if someone out there is saying to you that this is a big bull market, the new revived bull market, and the move is from 16,000 to 90,000, he's nuts. He's nuts. Why? Because that's not what the case looks like. Historically, it doesn't happen like that. If you're talking about these small targets, it's not your market cycle. This would look like a market cycle. If you're going towards 90 to 100 and slow down, this is what we're talking about. The wave 1, the wave 2, the wave 3. During that time, it's the most important phase. If you don't take your profits and move out, and people say it's a small correction, hang in there, you are entering into the most biggest bear market of the crypto history. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm completely off on this. But that's what I'm going to do with my money. That's what I'm going to show you guys. If I'm right, that means most likely 95% of the market is wrong. And that's usually how the market works. Let's see how it plays out. Maybe in 3 months, maybe in 6 months, we will see those things happening. So what I'm looking forward is trying to educate you guys on what I would do with my money, what I'm doing with my trades, how I'm managing my long-term backs, how I'm managing my short-term backs. This is exactly what we go through on the one-on-one sessions. There are big guys, there are small guys, there are everyone in between, but all of them are really eager to understand the assets which they have in their portfolio based on different segments, different market caps, and they are preparing to position themselves, or they are being positioned well enough to take profits and take it out of the market when the majority is going to get stuck thinking about a big revived bull market at those all-time highs. So guys, if you received value, smash those like button. And if you want to join this 880 plus members, use the Patreon. The link is given in the description below where you can jump in. I'll meet you guys on the next video. Bye for now.